Łukaszku? Kto musi? Hello everyone, welcome to Contact Lost, welcome to the much anticipated WTC pod draw. First of all, we're a little sorry for the hiccups we've had along the way, but on my watch it's saying 9 PM sharp, so well, you know, gotta check the time, gotta line it up to what we've got. Straight from Vitalis' man cave, it's obviously Vitalis, the man himself.
Hello guys.
Yeah, he's not been on the show for a long time. And myself, Joker. We're going to be performing the WTC pod draw as we've already stated. But before we go into that, we'd like to mention all of the wonderful sponsors of the WTC itself. So if we put it up on the screen any moment now, we can thank the Army Painter, the main sponsor of the event, and all of the sponsors that you can see on the screen right now, of which there are many, and I'm not sure I can name them all, but I'll try my best. So apologies, but I'll be looking directly at the screen who's doing this. So you've got Weyland-Yutani, Best Coast Pairings, KRB Studio, Feg 40K, Art of War Down Under, Bandua Miniatures, Baron of Dice, Stat Check, Het Anchor, Red Bull, XTC, Hegemon, Frontier Wargaming, The Realm, and Gothic Games. Canterbury is, I think, the small print. Then we've also got the partners, many partners. What we'll have first up will be the streaming partners, so Target Priority, the German stream, French Wargaming Studio, obviously French, Cobrador, Spanish stream, then we've got Wargames Live, Contact Lost, running the studio stream, Canadian stream Tabletop Live, X-Wing stream, the English stream from Glasshammer, and a French stream Warhard Venture. Sorry if I butchered that, and Weisla, the Swedish stream. Right now, I'd also like to say willkommen to people watching us at Breaking Heads. Hello for people watching us at Weisla, and hola to people watching us from Cobrador. That's the best I can do with languages other than English. We've also got terrain partners, so there's Weyland-Yutani, obviously, Bandua, KDB Studio, Dutch Tabletop Terrain, Zarli Factory, I want to say, Micro Art Studio, Game Mat, Rooster Model, Hegemon, Tinker, Junkie, Frontline Gaming, and the other two that I cannot possibly see and decipher. Can you see it?
No, it's way too small for me.
Okay, well, we'll
I
make
hope
sure
you guys see it on the bigger screens, because we have just a preview.
we will make sure to do them justice. So apologies that we are not able to do it from here. And last but not least, obviously the official terrain producer for the 40k event, Weyland-Yutani, who'd we also like to personally thank as sponsors of Contact Lost, our little channel, along with the Army Painter, who's also sponsoring us, and our wonderful Patreons, without whom this show would be long over and the pod draw would be the only video we do within a year. I think that's that in terms of sponsorship, so hopefully we can move on to the pod draw itself. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to pick randomly teams seed by seed, starting with seed 4, assign them randomly to pods in order of appearance. So, well, yeah, they're picked randomly, but then the pods are... Never mind. We'll see how we're doing this. And I think we can start. So starting with seed 4.
Okay, wait. Let me do the magics. Go ahead,
Okay,
mate.
so now playing with the ball. So I was hoping the other stuff wouldn't be in the screen, so let's move the ball a little bit. There we go. Let's see who's our first. First up, we've got China. Team China going into pod 1. Team China, one of the newcomers. We've got 7 new participants, I believe. All of them being in pod 4. Seed 4 obviously makes this a little bit interesting, as we don't know what they're playing. As in, we don't have much knowledge around the meta there, but we'll more on that in a minute. Mexico goes into pot 2, so another new team. Very happy to see them traveling from across the half a world away. Next up, we've got South Korea. Maybe I'll try showing it.
Yeah, something
like that.
This.
South Korea going into pod number 3. Next we've got Luxembourg. You can see those cards, they really put effort into these with the logo and everything. Luxembourg going into pot number 4. Next up we've got Slovakia going into pot 5. They're not that much of a newcomer. We've had a United Nations team dubbed Team Slovakia because they had 3 players. Now a fully fledged squad, so good to see. They did some upsets last year. Hopefully they have another good run this year. Next up we've got Team Malta. So again, a team that had a United Nations team last year. They'll be going into pod number 6. I can see Danny's comment, Joker and Blue both name a better duo. Fuck you, Danny. Mixing them, mixing.
It wouldn't be a stream without Joker and Danny throwing some F-bombs.
Obviously not. Andorra, another new team. Now, all I know about Andorra so far, because we've not had them on round 0 pairings yet, is that despite being a small community, they've managed to have 7 native Andorran players, which is quite a success, and we're happy to see that. Andorra obviously going into pod number 7. Now into pod number 8 we've got a mixed team of Singapore, Thailand. We've also not had them on round 0 pairings yet. I'm working to get them on to better understand how 2 nations team up to, well, send a team to the WTC. Into pod number 8 we'll have 9, that is now, we'll have Portugal. And last but not least, I don't know them by heart, so into pod number 10, let's find out Cyprus. Cyprus, they were newcomers last year, they finished last year, but they didn't let that break their hearts and they're coming back. So we're very much looking forward to see them. Now before we need to reload the bowl with more balls. You might be watching that, you might be hearing them coming in. Let's not. So buying some time. Vitalis, what do you think about the fact that we've got 7 new teams?
Actually, the same fact that I just noticed on the sponsor list. It's growing. It's growing really fast, and I'm pretty surprised because 20 years ago when I started, it was like seller hobby, and now we're doing live with 4 slides of sponsors, bots.
Yeah,
it's
people
it's
coming
crazy.
in
It's
from
crazy.
across the globe.
Yeah.
Teams being pretty much semi-professional at this point. I want to say it's definitely growing. It's huge to see. Now, what I want to mention now is how the games at the event will be played. So, first up, we'll have the team from Seed 4 play the team from Seed 1 on the Thursday. And then on the second day, first up, we'll have Seed 4 playing Seed 2 and Seed 3 playing Seed 1. And in the last game of the pot phase, it will be Seed 1, Seed 2 and Seed 3 versus Seed 4. Hopefully that all makes sense, and we can move slowly to the draw of seed number 3. First up, going into pod 1, we have South Africa. So they were newcomers last year, again coming back, coming back this time, making a trip from quite far away. The guys are actually real fun to hang around with, so good to have them on. Now into pot 2, we're going to have Israel. Pot 3 will be joined by Iceland. Into pod number 4 we get Northern Ireland.
That's a stubborn one.
That's a stubborn one. Pod number 5 will be joined by Romania. Pod number 6, Norway. Pod number 7, Bulgaria. This is even worse.
Even more stubborn.
Come on now. There we go.
Yeah, he got it.
Latvia will join pod number 8. Pod number 9, we have Wales.
And the last one.
And the last one, into pod 10, we have Czechia, or Czech Republic. So now that we've worked through 2 seeds, I see there are people asking for an overlay to have it all jotted down. So we will be working to add this. As we go along from now on. Now give us a sec and we will have that finished whilst I talk about some stuff. So if you haven't already, do check out our Round Zero pairing series where we interview as much of the teams as possible. That's where we're interviewing people, where we're learning how they prepare for the WTC. Obviously, having code Round Zero pairings, the idea is to have 2 teams being interviewed at once. We've had 1 dropout during that, so Frank's managed to get an episode all to itself. So that series is already live and ongoing on our YouTube channel and will be also posted to a WTC one in the bulk upload during the week. Now after this, a new series will begin. So our second mini-series covering the event called Play Profiles. So we'll be interviewing some of the players for a more personal perspective on the event, and also the idea there is to present the players of Team Poland. Right, we'll be moving on to C2 in a moment. We just need to get these balls reloaded. That's not that one, not that one, that one. It's this one. We need to give them a whirl, but before we switch the camera, let's move along. Just balls. I can see people really want to see those balls spinning. Just 1 second, whilst I try to upload that. Right. We seem to be having some
Yeah,
sort
guys.
of
Basically, we just lost the file where we noted the the results of the shuffling. So we need to unfortunately rebuild it in a couple of moments. So yeah, let's keep the ball spinning for now.
yeah. Let's do that then.
And we will just get back with the whole overlay in the moments after. Okay, I think.
Yeah, so we'll work on it. I'm gonna show the now balls to the main camera.
Okay.
Both you maybe work on
Yep,
the
yeah,
overlap.
I will,
Try
I
to
will
bring it back.
rebuild that, so we
Yeah.
need our backup machine, sorry.
Okay, so now you will have to watch my place, and trust me that I am whirling these at light speed. So apologies for another little hiccup. We're trying our best here. Right. Let's go for teams from seed 2. So this will start to get interesting. We have Ireland going into pod number 1. Ireland, I think, won the last home nations. They definitely hosted it, so they're definitely up to the challenge. Looking forward to see how they perform. We've got New Zealand going into pod number 2. New Zealand were newcomers last year, and they finished 15th around, I believe. So quite a solid performance, and this is testament to what I said about the seed 4 teams earlier on. So they are a bit of an enigma, but they can catch people off guard and put in quite a performance. Into pod number 3 from seed 2, we have Denmark. Pod 4 will be joined by Scotland. Seems Sound has also decided to act up a little bit. Pod number 7 will be joined by Switzerland. Canada, who lost their seed 1 spot, will now be going into pod number 8. Definitely a challenging team. And we've still got some solid teams in here in seed 2. Pod number 9 will be joined by Finland. And last but not least, pod number 10, consisting so far of Czechia and Cyprus, will be joined by Belgium. Belgium finished 10th place last year, so they're definitely one of those teams that are looking to punch up into seed 1. So this is now going to get real interesting. We'll go to the seed 1 teams in a moment. However, is there a chance you can show the Entourage thing?
I just got 3 pots for now,
Was I talking about it?
so we may show what we already filled in.
Okay, so we do have the pods, just not the backdrop ready. So you can see pod 1 so far. We've got Ireland, South Africa, and China. Let's do a little bit of a recap before we do the seed 1 teams. Into pod number 2, we have New Zealand, Israel, and Mexico, which you'll see on the screen in a sec. Right, it's because I'm talking too fast. It's all my fault.
You are.
Yeah, apologies. I start talking real quick when the camera's on. Then in pod number 3 we have Denmark, Iceland, and South Korea. So a little bit of a Scandinavian showdown already cooking up in there. We'll see who has the upper hand. Pod number 4, we'll have Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Luxembourg. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, a little bit of a British vibe there. And I'll definitely make some enemies having said that from both of those nations. And also Luxembourg. Pod number 5 is Greece, Romania, and Slovakia. Pod number 6, Italy, Norway, and Malta. Number 7 is Switzerland, Bulgaria, Andorra. Pod 8 is Canada, Latvia, and Singapore, Thailand. Pod 9, Finland, Wales, Portugal. And pod 10, Belgium, Czechia, Cyprus. I'll refill the bowl in the meantime, but we also have a bit of an announcement that I wanted to make now. And we'll see if that is possible to get our visuals to help that. But we're doing a little thing, a mini game of sorts at the WTC this year. Now, hopefully some of you are familiar with the concept of fantasy leagues or dream teams or whatnot from other team sports. So we're starting one here as well. It will be called Fantasy Entourage. Now, we're working on a Google form from which you can participate in and join in. That will be live when lists are no longer hidden. But the rules, we can present them now. So let's go into that. So, this is how it's going to be played out. You pick a squad of 8 players that needs to adhere to the following rules. So, maximum of 1 player per country. Each faction can only appear once in a team, so just like the actual WTC rules. And maximum 2 players from each seed. So, you can have max 2 players from seed 1, or actually you just need to have 2 players from seed 1, 2 from seed 2, 2 from seed 3, and 2 from seed 4. And well, no substitutions can be made throughout the event. This is purely from admin reasons. Now, the way you can join is, like I've mentioned, we're working on a Google form that will become live when the lists are revealed, and you just have to enter your submission by August 4th, so a week before the event actually starts. You'll be able to follow the results live on a Google Doc that we're working on. That will obviously be linked, and you'll be able to see that linked along with the Google form on the Contact Us Facebook page, the WTC Facebook page, hopefully on the WTC web page as well. The way this works is obviously the players that you've chosen score points during their games, and that translates directly into your score in the Fantasy Entourage. So this a name obviously inspired by the 40k universe. So we'll see who can become the best Rogue trader, so to say, and for winners we'll have small prizes, souvenirs, so some contact lost dice and some WTC merch as well. Having announced that, this is also part of the reason that we're doing the second mini-series, so the player profile. The other goal of that is to give people a chance to learn about some of the players that you might want to pick for your team. Alright, I think we're pretty much ready to go to the Seed 1 draw. So I'll do that while Dennis keeps working on the overlay, because I think this is the one everyone is waiting for, and we can vibe a little with the chat afterwards and see what's going on there. So, pod number 1, consisting of Ireland, South Africa and China, will be joined by England, So England and Ireland, I bet these guys have never run into each other, and they'll relish the chance to do so at the WTC. It'll be an interesting one there already. Pod number 2, so far consisting of New Zealand, Israel, Mexico. Will be joined by Austria. This will definitely be an interesting one. With New Zealand trying to shoot upwards maybe, and Austria, a freshly seed 1 team, so they took Canada's spot essentially, putting in a very good performance last year, finishing 7th and causing some upsets, destroying England for example. Pod number 3 is joined by Sweden, so we will have Sweden, Denmark, Iceland. Oh yikes! Yeah, who will be the best Viking? We'll see. And South Korea, a little bit of an outsider in that group.
Right now in that pot, I would feel like in my office in Norgia.
Well, yeah. Good. It's a good thing that you're not playing. It would feel too much like work, right?
True, that's true.
Pod number 4. Will be joined by Netherlands. So it will be Netherlands, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Luxembourg. So you've got 2 Benelux countries and 2 former British Empire states battling it out. We'll see who's on top. I think that's also a pod that will be very interesting to see, and who will come out on top isn't necessarily so obvious. So sorry Team Netherlands. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of people saving those words, and yeah, we'll see how they grow. Pod number 5, USA. They'll be playing Greece, Romania, and Slovakia in the pod phase. Pod number 6, where for now we've got Italy, Norway, and Malta. Will be joined by Australia. So I'm pretty sure Australia is happy that they're not playing New Zealand again, like last year, flying half the world. Yeah, they'll have a chance to meet some new faces maybe. Pod number 7, where we've got Switzerland, Bulgaria and Andorra, will be joined by Spain. So we've got some neighbor action in there. Andorra, probably people playing in Spain quite often as it's close by. But well, there's the way. Sorry, the balls wanted it. Can't do anything about it. Pod number 8, where we've got Canada looking to grab their seed 1 spot back, Latvia and Singapore, Thailand, and that will be joined by Poland.
So we know the winner of that.
Oh yeah, throwing shade to the right
Come
over
on,
there.
cheer
Now,
our guys
obviously,
up.
we're very patriotic here. Go Poland! Winning that pod, easy peasy.
That's what I meant.
Of course you did. Pod number 9, Finland, Wales and Portugal will be joined by France. And I think that leaves only one country, and funnily enough, we've had them on round 0 pairings already, along with Team Belgium, who they will be playing in pod number 10. Germany will face the Belgian Devils, and Czechia and Cyprus. There you have it, folks. So the backdrop overlay will appear in a short moment. It's almost done. So let's go through them again. Pod 1, Ireland, South Africa, China and England. Pod number 2, New Zealand, Israel, Mexico and Austria. Pod 3, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, South Korea. Pod 4, Netherlands, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Luxembourg. Pod 5, USA, Greece, Romania, and the last team there was Slovakia. Pod number 6, Australia, Italy, Norway, Malta. Pod number 7, Spain, Switzerland, Bulgaria, and we've had a team there. Pod number 7.
Pod number 7, we have
Andorra.
Andorra, yes.
Yeah. Pod number 8, Poland, Canada, Latvia, Singapore, Thailand. Pod number 9, France, Finland, Wales, Portugal. And pod number 10, Germany, Belgium, Czechia, Cyprus. There we have it, folks. So, as I've mentioned, we are doing some pre-event coverage already over at Contact Lost. Round 0 pairings is the first mini-series that we're doing. So we're interviewing teams and asking them how they prepare for the event there. Then the other one, which will go live in an hour from now, is player profiles, where we introduce actual individual players from various teams, mainly from Team Poland, but from other teams as well. Like we've got Dino from Team Netherlands today and Pierce from Team Ireland. So I wholeheartedly recommend that one. And we're working to add a third one where we go through some of the lists submitted to the event. Now I can't tell you which teams we'll go through right now because obviously these lists are not reviewed yet. But we'll see. We'll see what we'll be covering during that series and when that will be live. So again, I'd like to highlight the fantasy entourage that we've just introduced. Do consider participating in it and trying a little bit of fun, even if you're not at the event in person. So give it a little bit of a think. It can be a lot of fun. I've always been a fan of these fantasy leagues and such. Participating in as many as I can, then I do really bad and I just forget about them before they finish. Don't be like that. We'll be wrapping up shortly, so I'd like to take a moment to again thank all of the sponsors, which we've mentioned at the beginning. I'd like to especially thank the sponsors of Contact Lost, so Weyland-Yutani and the Army Painter, and obviously our wonderful Patreons. Now, if you like what we do, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And let's see what we've got. Yeah, don't forget to like. Thank you, Dick, very much. One of our most loyal Patreons. Wonderful guy. Let's see what we've got in the chat before we log off. Okay, there's a lot of let's go, ha ha ha, and let's go.
Again, sorry about those delays in the graphic overlays. You know, when it's live streaming, it's always a challenge to not screw anything up.
It is. As you can see, it is. Well, we've tried our best, and there you have it. So the pods, it's all sorted out. Do we have anything else to mention? I don't think so.
No.
So it's going to be a really fun event in Belgium. Make sure you follow all of the action throughout our streaming portfolio. Our stream as in WTCs. And yeah.
And see you there.
See you there.
Because we will be there.
We will be there. We will be saying all about it. Reporting live from Mecca. For now, Joker and Vitalis signing out from the cave in Reda. You have no idea what place that is.
You always have to make the joke. Everyone makes the joke.
Yeah, let's just finish this because I'm going. I've derailed already. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.